began this journey when we discovered through the process of creating the upcoming season that we couldn't find a set for Lucia di Lammermoor that we were really happy with. But in the process of going through all the different sets available, we discovered that there were some sets that were about to be placed into the landfill. And we've actually reclaimed one of those sets. And that set's going to be re-engineered.
Well, to begin with, the idea of sustainability resonates with a great deal of what we're involved in our office. And bringing this into the arts field in a very unique way seemed attractive and a really opportune time to take this on. More that I thought about it at the time the idea was presented, the more opportunity that there seemed to be to create a unique statement that could be shared on a much greater stage than just Northeast Ohio.
With that, a unique company is made up of unique individuals, and Opera Cleveland has a staff that frankly reflects the values of a greening generation. And that staff is committed to those principles, and so the company has simply adopted those principles. It's the right thing to do.
In moving the warehouse, we're doing a lot of different things. First of all, the new warehouse is much more fuel efficient because I don't have 100-foot ceilings. I have 17-foot ceilings, which means, as you can tell from being in here right now, it's warm, which is a wonderful thing. We're also reusing as many pieces of things that we're not taking with us, like sets. There's a section over here that is built out of Hansel and Gretel, Fidelio, Rigoletto, Carmen, Traviata, and a couple of extra pieces of lumber we pulled out of the stud wall between some of the storage areas because we needed more 2x4s. So that entire structure over there is completely reused out of other things we're not using.
And some of the components that we're going to use from the re-engineering process are coming from Philips Healthcare. That's a company here in town that ships large CAT scanners and PET scanners all around the world, and the components are actually encased in these large sheets of lumber and basically untarnished 2x4s. And so through a partnership with Philips, we're going to be using some of that wood as part of the process of rebuilding the set.
The donation that we got from Philips, we've utilized some of that in the new storage facilities that have been built. Much of that we're stripping down and saving for when we do the alterations to the Lucia set, because it's actually much newer lumber. It's been used one time and one time only to ship something. So it's very good for the new construction. So we've been holding on to most of that for the new construction. A couple of the big chunks, the 4x4s were too good to pass up, so we put them in there.
I think it's tremendous. I think it catapults Cleveland into sort of a national leadership position. And insofar as we have such a wonderful legacy of arts institutions in greater Cleveland, this just begins to add to that tapestry that makes up the greater Cleveland community in general, and adds to the vast character that we offer.